with the Howard Stern
Worth the
Show.
trip from anywhere. All right, very good. Very good. Boy, it's hot in here, Robin. Did I mention that?
What's the temperature now? You know, you should have a thermometer in there so you can keep a gauge on. Because if you get up to boiling, maybe we should take you out of there.
Well, according to this thermometer, it's 98.7 in here.
Well, that should be...
That's my rectal temperature. I'm sorry. I've screwed up the thermometer stuff again.
I was going to say, that should be rather comfortable for you.
No, Ralph, don't bring it in when I'm on the air. Get out.
Oh, Ralph.
Please.
You were doing so well this morning.
He did that so he could get... He's so excited. He's been on TV a lot, and people are...
Recognizing
Yeah, yeah. He waits till the camera is on. I made a vow that when we got back from vacation, I wouldn't talk to Ralph on the air anymore.
You know what was funny? I suppose you have been lecturing him pretty strongly.
Yeah.
Because he was sitting in the other office out there, and I went in to get some water, and he knew he wasn't supposed to bring attention to himself, so he was muttering under his breath.
Yeah, right. Hoping you'd notice. Hold it. The official temperature in here is 103, so it is actually 6 degrees cooler in my colon than in this room. Now you know. That's an official word.
Is there room for us in there?
Yeah, there's room.
Yes.
Everybody
people
crawl
wanna
in.
now move into your colon and do the show.
Crawl into my colon.
It's cooler there.
All right, here's the big show news. I'm ready to reveal it now, and then I'm going to take some phone calls. But first of all, this is so bizarre. Just get ready.
It's bizarre news.
It's bizarre news. I don't know if it's drum roll news even. I turn off the drum roll because it is such bizarre news. The way it was presented is so bizarre that this is going to require a very long conversation.
All right.
Okay?
I think I'm ready now.
Are you ready for bizarre
At
news?
first, I didn't know what to do.
All right. So during vacation, I don't know exactly what day, my wife is going through the answering machine messages. And on the machine is... Now, the reason we don't have the message itself is because my wife never erases the answering machine, but as soon as I get something cool on there that I want to play you on the air, of course she has erased it. And she goes afterwards, I know I shouldn't have erased the message. I just realized you probably want to play it on the air. I go, you're some help to me, my little darling. 2 weeks alone with you has been a sheer picnic.
We're partners.
Yeah, we're partners. You really help the radio show, don't you, Allison? Unbelievable. Move over, OJ. I'm going to be in the cell next to you. Someone said to me, would you ever divorce your wife and give up half of your earnings? I said, I'd kill her before I divorce her.
And give them all up.
Right.
Give up your freedom, give up everything.
Everything. But at least it'd be mine. And I wouldn't get an expensive lawyer.
Just leave the money sitting there.
That's right.
In case someday you make it out.
That's right. That's right. Anyway, so on the answering machine, which my wife erased, is a message that went something like this.
Hello? This is Fred Norris. No one is home, but
And he always identifies himself as Fred Norris.
Yes, he's writing a letter. He's not on an answering machine.
This is Fred Norris. I want you to know that I am now married. So, wait a second.
So,
Fred didn't call me. I'm very upset.
did he call you, Jackie?
Yeah.
Oh, he did.
Oh,
I knew
I'm
it.
the only one who
But
gets
they owed
left
me.
out.
They owed me because we called him when
Right.
we did it.
That's
Why didn't you call Robin?
because it was basically just you two guys. I wanted it to be more of a surprise.
Did you call Gary?
No,
Well, Gary doesn't even know.
Gary knew, but I don't know how he knew.
so wait a second. So anyway,
He just wanted you two guys to know.
yeah.
Because what?
I think my theory is he had to let someone from the show know. So he figured he'd let me know. Like that's some kind of honor to get the call from Fred. And I think Jackie, because Jackie is the kind of guy that I don't think Fred wants any grief from Jackie. Like Jackie has a way like, hey man, I'm hurt. You didn't call me.
Who does? I mean,
You know what I mean?
For weeks.
I don't know what it is, but he feels obligated to have to call Jackie.
Wow.
I felt
Fred,
very
I'm
special.
hurt.
Felt
I'm
very
sorry, Robin. It was really not meant to be.
Oh, yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
It was an oversight.
Never mind that.
I
So
figured you
wait
were
a
busy
second.
running your book.
So then I said, wait a second. Fred ran off and got married. And I
And
said,
where'd he run off to?
I don't know. He gave no consideration to the fact that, A, if it wasn't for me, he wouldn't have met his wife.
Yeah.
Not true.
Now, first of all, let me explain something.
Whoa, what did he say? Not true?
Not true.
Not true.
Oh, how would you have met her?
No, no. You're twisting my words. I don't.
Unless you didn't marry Allison, did you marry someone else? I never bothered to ask who he married.
I don't think that was part of my message, who it was.
Lisa Marie.
Did he give you a message who it was?
He said we.
Oh, maybe he's talking French.
We,
I am married.
No.
So anyway, at first I said, oh, great. Fred didn't hassle anybody.
Yeah.
He just went off and got married. And because who wanted to take a day out of their vacation to go watch Fred get married?
Right.
Well, he didn't have to do it on vacation time.
Right. Could have done it during the week. We could have had a day off. I could have covered it.
That's right. He's not thinking.
But then I started thinking, I said, boy, that's really weird in a sense. Fred, can I ask you this?
Go ahead.
What day did you get married?
It was the 10th, which was a Sunday.
Okay. And who was in attendance?
Who was in attendance? My mom and dad and her mom. And
What about your brother?
My brother wasn't there.
What, you didn't invite him?
Because it was on a Sunday.
Oh, he's busy on Sundays.
Yeah.
Where was your brother on Sunday?
He works on Monday, so it's like he's not going to take a day off.
He works on Monday, so he couldn't be there Sunday?
Where were you? Out of the country?
We were 3 hours. Like, for him to do it would be a real hassle. He's got kids and everything.
Yeah, but I mean, he's your
We're gonna have a
brother.
big party, so
Right.
that's when everybody.
So it was your parents and Allison's mom?
Right, and her sister, and that's it. Actually, her grandmother showed up.
Her grandmother too.
Well, uninvited, though.
Yeah. They threw her out. She crashed.
Let me in. I'm coming whether you like it or not.
Anyway, I
Well, Fred, I'm not
realized...
coming to the party. I'll let you know right now.
Exactly. Are you having a party?
In October.
I see.
So I'm giving everybody ample notice.
Well,
I
I'm
see.
giving you ample notice that I won't be there.
Okay, well, that's your choice.
Yeah, well, Fred is having a party at Larry Schwartz's house.
Because he does everything Jackie's way.
Anyway, first of all, Fred, it was really weird. So we get this phone call, and like, hello, this is Fred Norris. Like, I don't know who Fred Norris is.
Yeah.
And I only
Or
wish
you wouldn't recognize the voice.
my wife said it was a very straightforward message. Fred getting
No fooling around.
no fooling around, no frivolous.
Waste your time.
I'm not going to waste my time, right?
Just the news, and that's it.
So anyway, I thought you didn't happen to save your message, did you, Jackie?
No, and I thought of it the minute, you hang up and you have to erase them. It's like, whoa, what'd I do that for?
Yeah, well, that was my wife. She never erases the machine. I said, where's the message? She goes, oh, I erased it.
Did you hear it?
No, she didn't even play it for me. I didn't even get to hear it. I thought I could do an impression of it for her. This is Allison doing an impression of it.
But she's good.
She's like, hi, this is Fred Norris. So, wait a second. So then I get to thinking. Then I get to thinking. I go, all right, he did the Jackie thing. He ran off and got married.
Mm-hmm.
But Fred and I go way back.
Yes.
And, I mean, you could say that in many ways, while I don't see Fred a lot socially now, because none of us see each other socially, because we're all so busy with nothing. But
we have to stay away from each other.
right, or we kill each other. But we don't see each other all that much. But you could make an argument that to Fred, I'm family in the sense that I did a lot more for him than even his own parents.
You did. There's
Well,
no
you
doubt
did.
about it.
You didn't do the ultimate. You didn't give him birth.
Right. I mean, I did everything for him but give him birth.
If he could.
I basically adopted him when I met him in Hartford, and I would have adopted him sooner. I just didn't meet him sooner. I mean, and I said to my wife, boy, this is kind of weird that Fred wouldn't even think to ask me. It is a little. It would have been. I would have been honored. I would have been honored to go watch Fred get married. I've known Fred for how long have I known you, Fred?
20 years, maybe.
20 years. Just about 20 years.
And though you belong there more than the girlfriend.
In a sense, yeah. I should be the bride standing next to Fred.
Let's do it again in a couple weeks, and you'll be on the beat.
No. I mean, it was. Did you get a call?
No.
This is the first you're hearing of it?
Yeah. So who did Fred call? Just you and Jackie?
Yeah. I don't understand that.
Yeah, I feel the same way, Gary.
Well, there's a woman on the phone who wants to explain why Fred didn't call you.
Call me?
No, call Robin. Great explanation.
Hello, you're on the air.
Hi, Howard.
Yes.
I know totally why Robin is upset, and I know why Fred did not call her. Robin has been in love with Fred for years. It is so obvious. Every time she talks about him, you could like hear the hearts in her eyes.
Well, let me tell you something. You're on to something there, but I'll tell you something what I'm on to. I'm on to a different explanation.
What?
This, in keeping with the O.J. defense, Fred is a racist.
It is so obvious. It is so obvious.
I love him enough to want him to be happy regardless.
Robin,
but you're saying there's something between Fred and Robin, and it was hard for Fred to break the news to Robin?
Yes, I have been listening for years. I've been listening since I was like 13.
Right.
Every time Robin refers to
What
Fred,
mental institution are you in now?
No, I'm totally not. I just can hear it in her voice. Like, girls know these things about each other.
Right.
Robin has referred to Fred's tight ass many times.
She does all the time.
All right. Well, there it is. Maybe there's something going on that I don't know about.
I'm sorry, Robin, that I blew your cover.
So anyway, thank you for the call, by the way.
Oh, you're welcome. Bye, Howard.
Bye. So I started thinking, like, this was kind of weird that Fred didn't
not to even invite you.
I'm the guy who, I created Dial-A-Date, put you on it.
Yeah.
But you're also responsible for the whole lifestyle he can offer this woman.
Yeah. It was weird. Don't you think it's a little weird?
Well, who did Fred invite would be the important question.
His parents, who, believe me, have been no help to him.
In other words, if it was a tiny little thing, you probably should have been in anyway. But I mean, are we talking like 6 people?
I just think it's weird that, like, you weren't there, Jackie, Robin, me.
It was also in the middle of vacation, too, and we kind of, like, decided, like, at the last.
Can you get an annulment and redo it?
We could.
I don't think that would even make it up for me.
Yeah, you wanted the call.
Now, I got to tell you,
Robin always loves a reason to be mad, so you're just giving her a great one.
There you go.
Yeah,
Never
Robin's
to
happy.
Speak to you again.
Robin, there's a chance you could divorce, you could still marry him.
Nope, not until then.
If Fred had invited her, she wouldn't have gone.
Of course not. I wouldn't have gone either.
I got to finish my book.
Point is, I like the invitation.
Right.
I'm starting to feel stupid that I had a wedding and invited everybody.
Yeah.
Jackie and Fred,
They
ran off.
No, please.
No, it was nice.
No, Jackie ran off. Fred had to do what Jackie did.
You did it your way.
Hope I didn't put anybody out.
Except Tom.
So where did you get married? All the way out on Long Island?
On the East End.
On the east end of Long Island.
So it would have been like a 3-hour trip for everybody to get out there.
Well, that would have been way too much to do for you. You're right.
I think.
Yeah.
No, it really was. It was like a spur of the moment kind of thing.
Really? Was it?
It was like we got out there and went,
Good
hey, let's do it.
Good thing his parents were in town.
Yeah.
We called them. They made it across on the ferry. It was great.
Really? So you mean all of a sudden you just decided?
Yeah. That's it. I mean,
what is it?
We've been
Eyewitness
thinking.
account from the wedding.
Who is
Really?
it?
Fred's cousin Judy.
Oh, Judy was there.
Judy got to come?
Oh, so your cousin was there.
You lied to us.
Not my cousin. This is actually Allison's cousin.
She's upset that she wasn't mentioned that she was at the wedding.
Jeez.
Yeah, but Fred's trying to keep that guest list down.
Yeah.
Those are cousins are there.
Hey, Judy.
Yes.
I guess you're more important to Fred in his life than
How long
I
have you
am.
known Fred?
Good morning.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird.
How long have you known Fred?
I've known Fred, about 7 years.
Yeah?
I've known
Yes.
Fred 20, and I bet you never gave him a day's work.
No.
I bet you didn't drag him out of Hartford. Excuse me, from Springfield, from Wacky Radio.
No, Howard. No, I didn't do any. I just went to the wedding. We drove 3 hours there.
Yeah.
And 3 hours back.
Yeah.
And it was a lovely wedding.
So who else was there that Fred's not telling us
My
about?
husband,
Right.
Arthur.
Yeah, Arthur was there.
And not
Arthur
even a relative.
And who else?
That's it. And he told you about everybody else except us.
Right.
So we were there.
Was he married in a temple?
No, he was married on the beach.
On the beach?
Uh-huh.
What was he wearing?
Lovely.
What was Fred wearing?
He was wearing a black suit
Yeah.
with a multicolored shirt.
Any tie or?
And he looked very handsome.
Yes.
And
Was his hair pulled back?
No, his hair was
free
loose.
flowing.
And what did Allison wear?
Allison was wearing a lovely.
Don't tell me
lovely
white.
dress.
Don't tell me white, because Fred has found her.
White.
It was smudged.
It was like an off-white and a very pretty lace mantilla.
Oh, mantilla.
Uh-huh.
I didn't even know
And
there was
she
such a
looked
piece of
absolutely
clothing.
lovely.
A lace mantilla.
Well, that's a headdress.
Oh, is it?
Yes, it is. It's like a.
It's
An Indian
fancy.
headdress.
Same thing Johnny Carson's wife wore.
She had a schmata on her head.
Schmata. Did Fred? Were they married by a rabbi?
A judge.
A judge?
Yes.
So there was no stepping on glass or anything?
Well, no, they were on the beach.
Just sand.
I figure on the beach you'd have to wear a waterproof yarmulke.
Fred got married like Alec Baldwin.
It was
Yeah.
very, very nice.
Yeah, just like Alec Baldwin.
Were they barefoot?
No, wearing shoes.
No, they were wearing shoes.
You wearing shoes on the beach, Fred?
They were wearing shoes. Everything was very tasteful and very lovely.
Well, you know, Howard, this brings up a very important question now.
It's weird that, like, didn't you think it was weird that Fred didn't invite me and Robin?
Well, I don't know you and Robin.
Yeah, but I mean, I know you only listen every day.
No, well, Fred, I don't.
Every other day.
I mean, Howard, I don't.
Yeah, now how come you're calling now? Who was listening?
I was listening.
Oh, you were listening.
I listened to you. Yeah, I listened to you, Howard.
Oh, so you just said you didn't listen to me, but now you
well,
do
not
listen
every
to me.
day, Howard.
Oh, every other day.
You know, I have things to do.
Yeah, I like how people claim that they're not a listener of mine. Then she goes, "Well, I listen."
No, Howard. No, I would never do that.
You
there
just
are days
did.
that I listen, like today when I have time in the morning, and there are other days that I'm rushing out and about and I can't.
Yeah, the first day Fred's back after the big wedding.
Well, of course.
So knowing my relationship with Fred,
Yes.
From a listener's level,
Yes.
didn't you think it was odd that I wasn't there?
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
Thanks, Judy.
Hey, Fred, this Yenta is now part of your family.
I'm
this
not
is someone,
a Yenta.
You're not a Yenta. You're the top Yenta Calabenta.
I am not a Yenta.
Look at you. You're
all.
calling because Fred didn't mention
It's
your
only been a
name.
week.
Allison
day.
has no
I can get
Yentas
out-
in her family.
Isn't it funny how Yentas don't know their Yentas?
I can get out of this
Excuse me.
marriage easily.
Allison does not have any Yentas in her family. None whatsoever.
And Judy, you're smoking way too much.
I don't smoke.
You sound like
No,
you do.
I don't smoke.
Really?
Yes, this is it. I don't smoke.
Wow, that's her voice naturally?
Maybe
Yeah,
you should
uh-huh.
take it up.
You eat glass?
Yeah.
So, this
Yes.
Yenta now is part of the Fred Norris family.
No, Freddie, was there a best man? Like, was she there because she was the maid of honor, or
No.
did you not do that sort of thing?
It was like, actually, her sister was kind of her maid of honor.
Yes.
And my dad was kind of my best man.
Kind of.
Well, people
I mean,
who
he
were
held
there
the
had to
rank.
take different roles.
Yeah. Where Dad was the usher. He married us, and he was the best man.
And he was also the pool boy.
Yeah, and the ring girl.
And he baked a cake.
Yeah.
Multi-talented.
Did you have Cookie Puss as a wedding cake?
Matter of fact, we did.
And the witness was an octopus that came out of the ocean because they ran out of people.
Yeah, there's a tendril mark on
Yeah.
the license.
Very funny.
Well, it was. I just wanted. It was a lovely wedding.
Oh, I'm
Well,
sure it
yeah.
was, but we wouldn't know.
We wouldn't know. We weren't invited.
And we were very thrilled that we were invited.
This woman's more important to Fred than me.
Well, yes.
Yes.
I don't remember you taking Fred to the bank to open an account.
I don't
Well,
remember
had he
you.
called me, I would have.
I don't remember you taking him to get his first apartment where I had to take him around for, and he had lived in my house for 5 days.
Well, Howard, you are a good person. You know him a lot longer than we do.
Yeah, well.
Had
So
we
he
known him
doesn't-
that long, had he asked, we would have done it.
But
Fred,
he
did
doesn't
you-
get to go to the wedding, don't you see?
I
Fred,
don't
did
know.
it ever cross your mind like maybe you wanted to invite me, or that didn't fit into the game plan?
I just really wanted to keep it real small.
So it had...
Like, I didn't really even want to invite families. Who was I got talked into it?
Oh, thank you, Fred.
no.
Judy,
nothing
quite
personal.
frankly,
Nothing
be honest. Who would want you there? Be honest.
Well, Howard, you don't know me.
I know you enough already.
No,
I'm
my
listening
love,
to you.
no.
I know you
Why
don't.
is Fred making that sign like he's slitting his throat?
Yeah. Judy, trust me, I can size you up in 2 seconds.
Judy, we feel like we know your lifetime.
That's right. I've only been talking to you for 2 minutes, but I know your lifetime.
Okay, Howard.
I'm kidding with you, honey.
That's
Don't
okay.
get all uptight, huh?
No, I'm not.
These are jokes.
How old is
Just
Judy?
jokes.
I'm a grandmother, Howard.
Oh, are you really?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you sounded like spring chicken.
Yeah, sure. I'm a grandmother.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Cousin
There
Judy.
are some young grandmothers.
How's your body? Nice?
It went a long time ago.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
You know what Fred told me?
No.
If he had had his way at the wedding, then he would have gagged you. That's
Was
what he
there a
said.
lot of tears at the ceremony?
It was emotional.
Yeah, Fred's.
Like, what am I doing?
Were there tears at the ceremony?
Some. It was emotional.
In what sense?
They were losing Allison to Fred.
No. Alice's grandma said it's about time.
That was great.
Yeah.
It was like, and now pronounce you man and wife. It's about time.
What took you so long?
Right.
Uh-huh. Cookie was, choked up, as well she should be. It's
Who was?
Allison's mom.
That's her mom.
Cookie?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's her nickname.
What the hell is that all about?
I don't know.
Well, your wife's mom's name is Cookie?
Oh,
That's her
Fred, do
nickname.
you call her Cookie?
No.
What do you
Fred's
call her?
I call her
mother-in-law.
Dorothy.
Dorothy. I'm Dorothy.
That's her name.
Will you start calling her mom?
Or will you start calling her Cookie? Cookie Puss.
Oh, my little cookie
I'll
puss.
stick with Dorothy.
Wow.
So that's it.
Oh, yeah, you don't have to call her mom? That's cool.
No, she's real cool.
Yeah.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, I met your mother-in-law. She's nice.
Yeah, she's sweet.
Okay.
So did you cry, Judy?
No.
I would have been
I
crying.
was exhausted from the 3-hour drive.
Yeah, that's what I would have been crying
I was
from.
exhausted.
I would have been like, 3-hour drive.
And the hike on the beach.
You know how much gas just cost me?
And the
Alone?
hike. Howard, you're lucky. There was a hike on the beach about 1.5 miles
No.
through the dunes.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's important. I mean, God needed to shine
Fred
down
had
on
a
Fred and
special
Allison.
Spot, huh?
So what'd you give Fred for a gift?
I don't know. My husband took care of that.
Oh, cash?
Yes.
How much you get from her?
You know, I don't remember.
Oh, don't lie, Fred.
No, really, you have to ask Allison that.
You don't know what they gave you? You only got 3
She was in
gifts.
charge of the envelopes.
There was only 3 envelopes.
I really don't know what was
The
in
envelopes?
Did you have a little basket to put the 3 envelopes in?
That's it.
Judy, did you give more than 300?
I'm not saying anything on the air.
Why? You don't want people to know how cheap you were?
Exactly. Well, not cheap. No.
Did you give over
How
$300?
prosperous? No.
You did not.
What?
You didn't give over 300?
I don't know.
You do know.
My husband's the accountant. He takes care of all the money.
How much over 300?
I don't know. I just spend it. I don't know how much there is.
At least invite me, Fred. I give way too much at weddings.
Do you
Ask
really?
Gary.
Well, what?
Do you
did.
really?
Howard, you were insane at my
And
wedding.
Robin is too.
Yes.
Well,
Really?
Fred just aged
Yeah.
himself
There
out
you
of.
go.
Well, what do
some
we
nice
do? No,
gifts.
we got to buy gifts, right?
Not
what
me.
Do you
Not
buy,
me. I'm
what
not
do you
buying
buy?
it.
I
I
didn't
wasn't
know he
invited.
got married.
Yeah. I didn't hear the answering machine message.
We have to
People I
observe
read
this
about
event.
in the paper, I don't buy gifts for.
If my machine had blown out, I wouldn't have known.
There you go.
What, Jackie, did you give him a gift yet?
No, I
Do you have any
got home.
I just was curious what everyone else was going to do.
And I don't want to videotape Jackie.
All right, Howard, I have to go.
Oh, come on, Judy. Do the rest of the show with us.
No, I can't. I have.
Come on, Arnold Schwarzenegger's going to be calling
Oh,
in later.
I'm very excited. Howard,
she
I've
has
got to go.
questions.
All right.
All right.
Do you have any questions for Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Pardon me?
Thank you. Thank you for the
Bye.
call. Bye-bye. All right.
Not again.
Well, congratulations, Fred.
I'm not again.
Yes, congratulations to you and your betrothed.
Thank you.
Hope you're very happy.
Who planned the wedding? Allison, your wife?
Pretty much. She was definitely in charge.
And did she want to invite some people, but you were like against it or something?
I really just wanted to keep it, you know, like
Just you and her.
The whole thing.
We
It started
would've
off
turned
being
it-
more of an elopement, and then she goes, you know, I really want to invite my mom. I go, okay, invite your mom. And then it just.
Yes, because she actually has feelings, Howard. Did you notice? She really cared
Yeah.
and wanted to invite her mom.
Well, that's my point.
But if you're going to have an elopement, you go with an elopement.
First of all, how many friends does Fred really have? It wouldn't have been like a huge wedding. It's just me and you, really, are his friends. I don't even consider Jackie his friend.
But Jackie at least got a call.
Yeah. Well, Jackie got a call because Jackie has a way of like, hey, man, nobody called me. Why do you think it was Jackie out of all the people in the world that got a call?
I don't know.
It's just because Jackie's a complainer and turns people against you if you know, so it's like, you know, hey, man, come on. It's not fair. Everybody else, it's not fair. He's one of those kind of guys, so
Sure.
that's how he gets
Okay.
calls.
Well, I guess I'll.
Is
have to be
Jackie,
one of those
you,
kind of
and you want to
girls.
know something? If Jackie was in a writer on this show, because I've seen this in Fred. Al Rosenberg used to be the other writer on the show. Fred doesn't call Al Rosenberg ever, but Fred would. You know, it's like
He would have
Jackie's.
called him that particular day,
Right.
If Al was the writer.
Why Jackie out of everyone? I mean, me, I understand. Like, if you just called me.
Well, Jackie called us when he got married.
But don't you think if Robin had gotten married, she would call you?
My wife
I don't
is
know.
friends
You have
with
to
his
ask her.
wife.
Probably not, actually. But
My wife
Probably
is
not.
friends
She's
with
too
his
busy.
wife, as well as Fred and Ivy.
yeah, but out of all the people to call, in other words,
Oh, I'm not a friend of Fred.
But didn't Gary invite you to his wedding?
Yeah.
I'm a little disappointed because I was Allison before Allison.
That's right. You were his girlfriend.
And I was Allison before you were Allison.
That's right. I could have been on that beach.
No, I'm saying, why would you call Jackie
Well, because
out of everyone else? If you would, either you don't, you know, you're not going to make calls. Why Jack? I mean, Fred is not particularly close to Jackie.
they were at one time, and
Yeah, but so
their
were
wives
you.
are friends.
Yeah, but like my wife is as nice to his wife as Nancy is to his wife.
No, I think they hang out a little bit more than.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, I
oh,
think
they
so.
both have those
Yeah, we
acting
went out
careers.
4 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
That's right.
When's the last time you went out with them?
I really don't know.
I
When
think
they-
you're imagining things, Gary.
You know, Fred and Allison used to
Well,
go
let's
over
ask
there.
Fred. Fred is here. Why shouldn't we ask
Yeah,
him?
why are we having this conversation
All right, let's take a
without
vote.
him?
Who's brave enough to ask Fred? All
I am.
right, you ask him then. All right.
Fred, why did you call Jackie? Besides the fact that he called you at his wedding, was there any other reason, or was that pretty much?
Because Allison has more of a relationship with Nancy.
I don't think that's the reason. You gave him that answer.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
He does not. She does not have a relationship with Nancy.
But she does.
Where does she have a relationship?
They talk on the phone quite a bit.
Well, how often? Do you know about this, Jackie?
Maybe once every.
Of course, I know about that.
Oh, you do. They do. They really speak once a week?
Not once a week.
But that has nothing to do. Like, why did you call Jackie? Why didn't Allison call Nancy?
Right.
Basically, I just figured it was my job to do it, so I did it.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't buy the explanation.
And you see me just every day.
Right.
That's all.
I wanted to be more of a surprise.
Do you remember the party that we had
Well, I
when
am
everybody came, Howard?
I am very
The party that we had when everybody came.
Your dinner party?
The dinner party. That actually started out as a dinner party, just the Norrises and us.
Really? Well,
And then it expanded.
all I know is, certainly out of all the people Allison knows, Nancy is not her closest friend. And there is something operating here where Fred, out of all the people, I understand why he called.
Yeah, absolutely.
But out of all the other people in Fred's universe, the guys he plays music with all the time.
How many calls did he make? I want to know.
He only made 2, he's saying. He's saying he called
That's
me.
it.
And he called...
Just 2 people.
You know, Howard, just because
Wow.
you convince yourself that Fred and I don't like each other doesn't necessarily make
No, you see that, but that's Jackie's passive aggressive right there. Just because you've convinced yourself that Fred and I don't like each other, I'm not convinced that you and Fred don't like each
I
other.
called Grillo.
What? Did he call you? No. What?
The new Mrs. Norris is on the phone.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Furman Norris. Excuse me.
Furman Norris.
Is that right?
It's like Sirianni Martin.
Yeah, right. Is this Allison Furman Norris?
Yes, it is.
Well, congratulations. You finally got him to the altar.
I finally got him to the beach. That's right.
Well, you're very lucky. Any woman is... Robin is sitting over there reeling from the news.
I know. I just want to say the reason why we called Jackie was because when Jackie and Nancy got married in Hawaii, one of the first phone calls they made was to us.
But he called everyone.
He didn't call me.
No, he didn't call me, and I didn't care.
Did you call me?
He called us from Hawaii.
He called you because we played the.
Oh, that's right. He needed a day off. That's right.
That's right.
Right.
I don't know.
It was like yeah, I got married, Howard, and I don't know if I'm going to have a job when I get back.
Oh, he took a whole week, remember?
Yeah, right,
and
yeah.
didn't tell anybody that he was going to do it.
I'm just going to do it. I don't know if I'll have a job when I get back. It's always a test of his job, you know.
Devil may care.
Yeah, well,
I'm getting married and I'm throwing away my career.
Yeah, and he would have loved to have gotten married and then, taken an extra week off and then gotten fired because for the rest of life would have been like, those bastards fired me, man. I'm the first one to get married. Yeah. I'm the first one to get married.
You see, Howard doesn't want anybody to get married.
Yeah. If he got married, he'd take a week.
Oh, Fred, you never get married.
That chipped you. Yeah.
Get back to Norris.
Half Jew.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway.
Robin, I'm sorry, Robin.
Oh, don't apologize.
Oh, here she goes.
I do.
No apologies necessary.
Furman Norris.
Save your
Communication
breath. Save your
accepted.
breath, honey.
So tell me why you would... Oh, I'm drooling. Tell me why Fred, out of all the people in your universe, and let's face it, Jackie and Nancy aren't the closest couple to... And to say that, well, they called us when they got married, that's ridiculous. I mean, Gary invited you to his wedding.
That's right. That means nothing.
It was just a joke. I mean, that was the thing. It was just like, hey, remember your phone call from Hawaii? Well, this is our phone call from the beach. That's really what it was.
Oh, since you guys had basically done essentially the same exact thing he had just done.
Well, no, they did it in Hawaii and they eloped. We just decided. We originally were.
Oh, you did it on Long Island and eloped.
Right.
On the beach.
On the beach. It was really
3,000 miles.
And then you hyphenated your name like Jackie's wife.
No hyphen.
No hyphen.
No hyphen?
I don't
It's
know.
one word now. Furman Norris.
No, I think it's 2 separate words.
Actually, yes. And
It's like Lee Harvey Oswald.
You can't be Allison Norris. You have to be Allison Furman.
Norris.
You must have Furman in there.
Yeah.
Yes. Why
Yeah.
don't you become Allison Forrest? Just put the F, and Fred will have to change his name as well. Why don't you hyphenate and become a new name?
Yeah.
Norman.
Yeah, Fred should have to change his name too.
I think so.
Fred Forrest. Thermos. That should be your last name, Thermos. Forrest.
Because we understand you about as much.
Forrest.
I do have one question to ask Allison. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you, Gary.
And was there ever in the, what is it, how long you guys been together, 8 or 9 years?
7 years.
Was there ever a doubt that you would get him to the altar?
No. I think that question should be addressed to Fred.
Well, yeah, Fred claims that she's the one who didn't want to get
she
married.
was the holdout.
I was the holdout.
I thought that was that way.
I don't blame you. Fred's weird.
I always thought
I
it was
mean, seriously, that's a
Judging by
burden.
this, he's very weird.
Fred is weird.
I'm weird too, so you know.
No, you're not.
See, Howard, I thought it was that way at the beginning, and as a relationship went on, it sort of flipped.
Yeah.
What? That I started getting weird?
No.
What?
No. You will, though.
I thought it was Fred who wanted to get married more at the beginning of the relationship, and then I thought it was Allison who wanted to get married more towards the end. Because I thought Fred wanted to get married pretty early on. Was the impression I got?
I don't get any impression.
Who talks to him? Who would know?
Who
They've
knows?
been toying with this idea for quite some time.
Yeah.
Really? Who would know?
Well, we finally did it. We figured, you know, why not, right?
Well, it's a very joyous occasion.
I just can't figure out why Jackie got a call. I understand why I got a call.
Don't.
Right. Well, because we both felt that, you know, I mean, if it wasn't for you, I mean, the two of us wouldn't be together, Howard.
Exactly.
Right.
That I understand.
Right. And
Which is why I don't understand why I wasn't the best man.
Because we don't want to put you out on this. I mean, seriously.
Well, by the way, I apprate that,
would
but
you
on some
have
level,
come? I mean, would you have come 3 hours on a
Yes.
Sunday?
Yes.
At 80 degrees?
Yes.
You would have?
Yes, of course I would have.
Strictly for the material, he'd have been.
Yeah, I would have been there with belts on. just to go there. Of course I would have been there.
Well, we do have
if Fred invited Fred, I know for 20 years, I've worked side by side for 20 years. You're going to say, would I be at his wedding? Of course I would be at his
Only
wedding.
because, you know, we really just didn't want to put it. That's the honest truth, I swear to you. We just figured that everybody was on vacation and,
Silly.
you know.
Vacation. You should have seen what I was doing. It was no vacation. I would have liked to trip out to the Long Island. Would you have paid my gas?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, then I would have been
I
there.
would have flown you out there.
Well, listen. Of course I would have been there. That's absurd to ask me that question.
Only because, you know, we just didn't want to put you out. That's really what it was.
Well, that's very considerate. Thank you.
Well,
anyway, congratulations to Fred Furman Norris and his wife, Allison Furman Norris.
Allison Fred Furman Norris.
Right. And there they are, the happy married couple, and I suppose children will be soon. If Fred is fertile. If Fred can mate with a human.
If he's compatible.
If Fred is compatible. Fred, are you happier now that you're married?
And not only that, girls are looking at me more now that I'm married.
Really?
It's amazing. You know, you put that ring on, and it's unbelievable. It's like a magnet.
Well, who was looking? I know Robin's looking.
Yeah, we were in a store
She's shooting
the
you
other
daggers.
day, and, like,
well, there she is. From Dial a Date to Mrs. Fred Norris.
There you go.
Hey, who says Dial a Date isn't successful?
I promise you, if there's a divorce, you're all invited.
Oh, there will be one if I get one.
You know,
Let's remember that.
The most bizarre thing is in the entire history of Dial-A-Date, if I'm not mistaken, this is like the only wedding, or maybe the second wedding, right?
Oh, no. This is maybe the third or fourth.
Really?
Who knows? You think I keep track of statistics? That's your job. All right, we got to take a short break. Then I will take phone calls so that we can be welcomed back properly. Boy, it's hot in this studio.
That was the big news, huh?
Yeah, come on. That was big news. Come on, Fred getting married isn't big news. I got to tell you about I filed a lawsuit against New York State.
All right.
The whole state?
Yeah, I'm suing New York State. Oh,
What'd
it's
they
hot.
do to you?
I'll tell you in a minute. It is so hot in here.
What did you do? Turn off the fan?
I was watching C-SPAN. They were shooting the G. Gordon Liddy show.
Oh, really? I didn't see that one.
I got to bring the tape in for you. You're going to pee your pants.
I saw a bunch of other shows. They were doing a whole radio thing.
Yeah, well, it was really weird. G. Gordon Liddy was on, and first of all, in Washington, they have a much nicer studio. Mm-hmm. It seems every radio station in the world is nicer than this one.
I saw a bunch of different radio stations, and all of them had nicer studios than we do. All of them had better microphone placement, more room.
Tons of room. Did you see G. Gordon Liddy has a computer? Big computer with a screen and printouts and stuff coming the whole time?
Well, I didn't see his, but I know there was another. I forget which guy it was, but there was a whole computer set up.
Yeah, why do I have to fight for a computer when G. Gordon Liddy, who doesn't have a third of the ratings I have, has a computer? Right in the studio.
And Tom would look at you strangely.
Yeah.
If you asked.
Yeah, I know. But they're totally digitized at that station in Washington. Why are we not digitized?
What
Anyway.
that means.
Well, you know, like the digital technology.
You mean the sound technology?
Yeah.
Oh. They don't even need a talk station.
So G. Gordon Liddy does his whole show in a suit and tie, like a three-piece suit, like you wear at your wedding.
He does that every day, or because those cameras were in there?
I don't know. It was real weird. His head was all shiny and waxed because he shaves his head now. And he had a three-piece suit like John Travolta wears. Like it's a suit like from 20 years ago.
Like polyester?
Yeah, like you'd wear to your wedding or something. Like he should have been doing like, disco. So he's doing that. And then his producers, this big fat guy who looks like Rush Limbaugh.
Yeah.
Who is that guy?
That's John. He didn't used to be big and fat.
What happened to him?
You met him a bunch of times, and you probably didn't recognize him because he's sort of grown over the years.
Oh, really?
But you met him a bunch of times.
How did I meet him?
Because he used to work at our station in Philly, and you just know him. He's been around a lot.
And what does he do?
He produces Gordon's show.
What did he do in Philly?
He was like the assistant music director, and he used to produce our show, actually.
But G. Gordon Liddy made him wear a suit, too. So I guess if, on our show, everyone, sort of dresses casual because I dress casual. I guess if I dressed in a suit every day, everyone would have to wear a suit. Because G. Gordon Liddy's in a suit, and this producer guy is wearing a three-piece suit, too. And then, I don't know, they have the camera on the whole time G. Gordon Liddy's eating his lunch, a salad.
Oh, really? So you get to watch him eat?
Well, he had Oliver North on his show, that Skivoza Oliver North.
Is he for him?
Yeah, it's really despicable. Oliver North is a despicable man. And what he did to this country, and what he did, I don't know, some people call him hero. I don't get it. I don't even know what they're talking. I always try to see both sides of a story, but this one I don't get. And G. Gordon was saying, we all support you. We're out there working for you. My daughter supports you. And blah, 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 blah.
Well, G. Gordon is into, just breaking the law.
Yeah, I know.
So it stands to reason.
Yeah.
Well, that's
he would agree.
That's G. Gordon's hero because G. Gordon broke the law and actually did 4 years in jail.
And this guy didn't have to do any time.
G. Gordon Liddy is the only one involved in the Watergate thing that actually did time. He said, hey, I'm guilty and I'll do my time.
But he went to a federal penitentiary.
Yeah,
he went to real prison.
I mean, one thing I say about G. Gordon Liddy, hey, he committed a crime and he went and did the time. So I got no problem with that. My problem with Oliver North is that some people find him a hero. He never did a day of time for anything he did. And he was busy running the government, not Ronald Reagan. I mean, it's unbelievable. And now he's going to run for senator? So anyway, him and G. Gordon Liddy are sitting there, and then Oliver North leaves, and G. Gordon Liddy's in commercials.
Yeah, and they keep the cameras going even during those commercials.
Yeah, and G is eating a salad, and that was more interesting than the radio show. Just watching the guy eat his salad. Like I'm sitting there, and then when he came on with the radio show, I tuned out. The salad eating was fascinating, though. He had like this big plastic tin, and he couldn't get his plastic tin open. He goes, I could open safes, but I can't open this tin. And then, he's like, and I'm watching him, like, trying to shovel the food in while the commercials are on. And that was, really fascinating. And then when he started talking, it was like, I've heard all that. I don't think there's...
Yeah, the things I found interesting about those programs is what happens when they're not on the air.
Yeah.
I saw the one where that Jim Carville, or whatever his name is, Mary Madeline.
I saw that one.
Yeah.
We're on with some guy, and afterwards they all start talking about getting together to go to dinner.
Yeah. Well, I saw one with Rush Limbaugh, and they had the lights on them, but, I guess it got kind of hot in there, too, with the lights, because they seem to, just shine one big light on you.
Yeah, they
it's not
get
all
one
flattering.
big light and flood it.
Yeah, because G. Gordon Liddy was all sweaty on his head and stuff. I don't think anybody's doing any makeup for him. And then Rush Limbaugh's sitting there, and then he, lifts his arms up to relax, lean back, and there's these two giant wet spots under his arm. But I mean, like a big fat pig with two giant wet spots.
He needs those little underarm shields.
Yeah. He needed underarm shields. 2-3 day bucket shields. So that to me is kind of funny and interesting. Oh. But I got to take a break. Let me take a break. We'll take some phone calls, and I'll tell you about me suing New York State. And
all right.
Just a whole bunch of things and what I did on vacation. Curious to hear what you did on vacation. We know what Fred did on vacation. He got married. I wish I had that phone message. My wife said it was like a guy from another planet.
It sounded kind of detached.
It was like, hello, this is Fred Norris. I am married.
Just to let you know.
Just to let you know I am married.
We mean no harm.
We mean no harm to your race.
Take me to your leader.
Return to your homes.
Return to your homes now. All right, very good, Robin. We'll take a break, and we'll be back right after these words.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. 97.1 The Eagle.
713.
Oh. The Howard Stern Show.
I got to tell you what goes on in here. First of all, Jackie Platt and Joke Page Martling, to order Jackie's Wild Comedy CD, it's only $10 plus $3 shipping and handling. Price includes full-color Jokeland catalog. If you call 1-800-323-5464, you can get in touch with Jackie. And tomorrow night, there's a big show at Jenkinson's in Point Pleasant Beach, New Jersey, featuring Jake Thomas on keyboards. Evidently, Jackie with a keyboardist. Will you be doing music?
A little bit of music, but he basically plays sound effects.
Oh, adding something new to your show.
It's fun. He's
Oh,
good.
that's going to be some show. I bet you it's going to be outrageous.
He's on the same label as Pat Godwin.
Is that right?
Blood Records label, yes.
Oh, boy. Time to tune Jackie out as he goes into obscurity and plugs anyone he knows.
New member of the show.
Robin, it is so hot. You know what happens? I ate a sandwich in here during commercials.
Yes.
And for some reason, when I eat, my body temperature goes up.
Of course, your metabolism kicks in because you have to digest that food.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Thank God for you. And I am sweating now so profusely.
It's like a workout.
Didn't they have 2 weeks to fix the air conditioning?
I'm sure they took vacation too.
I'm not a guy who likes air conditioning, by the way, thank God. I'm not one of those people who likes real cold temperatures.
Yeah, and you have a freezing house even in the summer.
Yeah, I'm not into that. Some people are really into air conditioning. So I just need a minimal amount. You could, if I'm complaining, you could imagine how hot it is in here. But no one addresses it. It just keeps continuing. I just want a human temperature. So like 98.6.
You're not even asked that it be comfortable, just
No.
body temperature.
Yeah, just so I don't have a stroke.
Like a warm bath.
We got a bunch of faxes about Fred's marriage. I should. This one says that if my wife, he says, do not give up on that answering machine message. Call your wife and have her take the tape out now. Just because your dopey wife hit the delete button doesn't mean that the message is gone. Unless you got a phone call that actually overwrote the message, it is still on the tape. And Scott, if he is any type of an engineer at all, should be able to get it off.
Oh. You think that's possible?
I don't know. Doesn't like people calling my wife dopey.
No,
Someone's
that
gonna call.
wasn't nice.
You know why I'm mad at Fred for getting married like this? He denied me the pleasure of a bachelor party. Bastard.
Yeah, you could have had a lot of fun even for the air, but Fred doesn't think about the show.
And forget the air. I'm talking about a real bachelor party.
But you always clue me in on what happened
Yeah.
to those things afterwards, because they're always wild.
Well, I will be going to a strip club Friday night for Fred's bachelor party. Whether Fred is there or not is really irrelevant. I'll tell you that.
It's a bachelor party after the fact.
I'm going to a bachelor party. If anyone wants to join me, meaning Billy, Jackie, Fred, if anyone wants to join me, feel
You're
free.
going to celebrate regardless.
Yes.
Fred deserves a bachelor party, and you're going to throw him one, being his best friend.
Yeah. My wife is having some friends in from out of town. She'll be more than happy if I'm out of the house.
Is that right?
That's right. I'm going to a strip club Friday night.
All right.
In Jersey.
Because they have the best?
No, because that's as far away from my house as I can possibly get.
And still make it back.
You guys want to be there?
Jersey's not the place. A lot of the counties in Jersey, they can't get naked, I don't think.
All right, well, I'll find a place. I'll throw the party. You in?
Well, I'll follow everybody's lead.
Okay.
I'm in.
Sounds like it. You in?
Yeah.
All right. Something disturbing about seeing, now that Billy's sort of part of the show,
Yeah.
something very disturbing about seeing Billy sitting in a room with his shirt off, a little blubber hanging over. I don't know.
What a build.
What a build.
I'm working on it.
What a
Wait a
build.
minute, I heard that Billy was trying to get in shape. Aren't you working out now?
Yeah.
Gee, could have fooled me.
Yeah, no, I'm working on it.
All right, let's see. Stand up. Oh, big difference.
You know, it's better than what?
No, yeah, you look good. You look good.
Who cut off your legs?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good luck. So I'm going to throw a bachelor party for some guys, whether Fred is there or not.
All right.
Screw him.
Well, yeah, you still like Fred. Go ahead. Do your
Okay,
thing.
ask him.
Oh, I got the phone call.
Ask him.
What, if Fred wants to go to the bachelor party?
He ran away.
Well, he doesn't want to leave his lovely bride now.
Yeah, they have to be together.
He refuses to tell us where he's registered.
I know. It's on Mars. I can tell you that much. But I'm sworn to secrecy.
The Mars one.
Yeah,
All
you
right.
can't get there. Is basically what it is.
This one says, screw Fred, we want OJ. This one says, Dear Howard, I've been listening for many years, and I'm surprised at how you can be surprised at anything Fred does.
That's funny.
This certainly includes him giving you advance notice of his unholy union with this Allison. He's a creep for not inviting you and the people he's worked with for so many years. Sign me, I hate Fred.
I wrote that one.
Howard, please don't be upset about Fred's getting married the way he did. The reason it was spur of the moment is because of all the hype this month about the 25th anniversary of the landing on the moon. And
You hit it.
and talk about space travel, Fred became nostalgic for home.
That's it.
See? All right. Well, maybe
See,
that's
they make good sense.